Sit up. So the plan right now is we are going to take her into emergency protective custody.
Okay.
She is going to remain at the hospital. DSS is going to subpoena some bank records, see what assisted living facility y'all qualify for with the insurance as well as the income. That way it alleviates some of the stress off of you, and it gets her proper care as well as anything else that she may need, medical attention, anything.
She's been here for an hour.
I understand that there was a hospital bed that was taken by hospice.
No, it's still at the house.
Well, that's something else we're going to do, and I understand I may have to get a search warrant to do it, but we're going to do a home visit with you, just kind of walk through the house again.
What? For what?
Just see if the hospital bed is there, basically.
It was there this morning when they come and got her.
Okay. Well, I understand that it's either not going to be there or it's not there now. That's a concern of ours, but that is the plan going forward.
So she's not free to go on her own will?
No, sir.
Do y'all have the paperwork to show me that she's in y'all's custody?
It doesn't. They
Waiting
don't
on
have the
DSS.
paperwork right now, but she is on something that's called ITC, so she can't leave no matter what.
What's ITC?
It's an inability to consent.
Inability to consent. So she has no voice in the matter? Okay. And there's no paperwork stating otherwise? Is there anybody that I can appeal this to?
No.
Is there like a supervisor, your supervisor, or?
I'm a supervisor.
He's a supervisor.
Well, I'm sure she's. Do you have a supervisor that I can speak with, please?
So it's the doctor that places it. I'll have him come talk to you if he feels comfortable doing that.
Okay. I mean, you're more than welcome to come in with him, because I know that this is a tense situation for all of us.
I want to keep it honest with you. That's my whole goal, because I'm like you. I like respect and I like honor.
Yes, sir.
But I called a judge. I've called some investigators. We're still not necessarily looking at charges. What we are, my main concern is the best care possible for your mother.
Right.
That is what I'm after.
Even though she's crying in there wanting to go home.
I understand that. But at the same time,
I want her to
have
come home.
take into consideration that she does have dementia. Okay. Right now, that's why she's on ITC, because honestly, most dementia patients, like Michaela stated, some of them are lucid enough at moments to talk to you as who they genuinely are.
Has the doctor
Or it
talked to
could be
her?
a person from a 20-year-old mentality talking to us.
Right.
So that being said, we can't take what she says at any point in time on a record, period. You know, it's not beneficial for her, it's not beneficial for us. But right now, that is the plan.
I hope y'all never have to face this nightmare that I'm going through right now.
Well, I understand it is tense and it is stressful. And not only am I looking out for her, I'm trying to look out for you and your son as well, because I know with autism, like I told you, they're built on repetition.
They are.
So anything that changes, which she's in and out of the hospital a lot from what I hear.
No.
So that being said, this may not be that far-fetched from his understanding. They're smarter than a lot of people understand for. I have an autistic son, he's high-functioning.
Is high functioning?
Yes,
How's he autistic? Does he go to school?
because the spectrum is broad.
Did you get it figured out?
It goes from low functioning nonverbal to high functioning, where people are diagnosed with autism that just show certain traits of autism. That's why it is called a spectrum. It is very broad,
Which,
and
if they're about to come back.
Yeah.
he falls in the spectrum.
So there's no, you're not investigating any criminal actions or anything like that?
No.
Okay.
Right now, we are doing this in the best interest of all parties involved.
Okay. I
You
think
need
it's.
help, okay?
I think y'all are making a mistake,
That's perfect then.
but I
That's
respect
perfectly
you to make.
I
I'm
just
gonna let
wasn't
you
sure
make the
who was supposed
mistake
to do it, like, as far
because
as,
I respect how you address me. Because I'm gonna fight to get my mama home because that's where she
That's
wants to be.
perfectly fine. We're
I
not.
appreciate you
You
understanding
need
that.
help, okay? that's what this is, and it's to
Okay,
help
yeah,
her. You said you needed help getting over a hump. You were man enough to admit that, now roll with it.
Yeah, I admit it. I needed someone this morning very, very bad. I wish I had made
But we
arrangements
can't
last
be
night.
calling 911 to sit with our parents if we don't have a sitter for them.
No.
You get what I'm saying?
And she did your temperature check out
Now,
all
I
right?
can articulate both sides of that. You did what you felt was responsible. That way she wasn't left at home.
Right.
But at the same time, that's not proper procedure. You know what I'm saying? These people, they're
agree with
running out
that.
to gunshots. They're running out to people going into cardiac arrest.
I agree.
You get what I'm saying?
I do. And I respect your opinion.
So-
You got a lot better. I respect you a lot better than the 6, including the one that came out with the other officer, with Officer Pitts. You got a lot more respect from me than any officer that I've ran into, except for the K9 officer that was at my house and saw the bruise. I respect him because he got there before the other carloads of people got there, and he knew that it was a nothing burger and left. He knew that the bruise was probably from IVs, where they've got her stuff right now with an IV, and knows that she was on blood thinners. I respect people that make tough decisions, but on the end of the day, you're siding with the machine that's wanting to keep her here because of some
They're coming to get the laptop.
vague threat
No,
that they.
so, my professional opinion,
Yes, sir.
I think DSS failed you.
How'd they fail me?
Because they should have entered resources to help y'all in that house.
When I get up
Agree
there,
with you.
if it opens,
Agree
but
with you on
I-
100% on that, and that I can use your advocacy on. I really do.
I'm completely nonpartisan in that. I'm just speaking from professional experience. They should have already had resources entered into your house to assist you.
Yeah.
But we're going to make them do their job now. That's part of the process here. It's nothing against you. It's nothing against your son. Nothing against your mother.
And if that's whether she's here or at home, you're going to make her do her job.
Yes, but right now with our EPC, she's going to remain here,
Okay.
getting any kind of help she needs.
Okay.
And we're going to have DSS do what they're supposed to do. Versus, and I get it from a DSS standpoint, their caseload is massive. But at the same time, every case is just as important as the next.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you can get an idea of the charges by what's being leveled against someone. One bruise on her wrist, that could have been resolved. That's no big deal. She was in the hospital for a week, getting IVs, all types of stuff like that. That's what escalated it to this. And then the people not liking the reviews that are on Google right now, that's going to be staying on Google, reviewing Agape and what they brought into my life and my mama's life, because they didn't want to do their job. And then I know that she's overwhelmed because she's looking at Pruitt saying they don't want him, and they've never even met me. They're just going on off of what Agape's saying. That's why they're hands off. But she does have a doctor's appointment Tuesday. I hate that I'd like to talk to the doctor because
There's
I think,
a doctor here in Oconee.
yeah, he's Dr. Campbell up in Westminster.
Well, I would talk to him because she's probably going to remain here for that amount of time.
Right.
And he could probably come talk to her up here. She's
Yeah.
going to see a doctor every day up here.
Right.
So
But I still get a chance to talk to the doctor as well.
they'll be able to work together.
Yeah.
This is nothing against any one of you. This is
I appreciate your respect. I do.
me doing my job
Right.
and taking care of everybody involved.
Yeah, you're not trying to find charges to pin on me to take me off in cuffs. I appreciate that, because that would just be another headache to deal with. I literally have enough on my plate. I'm going to advocate for my mom's best. That's what I'm going to do. I'm her baby. I'm her son. I've defended her my whole childhood and all the way up until now. She's been bullied her whole life, and a lot of people try to bully her, and they don't like me because I tell them you're bullying her, and I speak out against bullies. And bullies sometimes don't know they're bullies.
I get
They
that.
do. Sometimes bullies think that the best roads, the roads to hell, are paved with good intentions, and that saying's for real. This here is not a good. This is a road paved with good intentions. It's not. I see where you're coming from. I do, but I don't think that she's in any immediate danger. I don't see what would warrant the emergency. I would never. I would question the system if that's what an emergency, if that's what that looks like under different.
Well, trust me, this one is a head scratcher. It is not black and white. That's why we've been here so long.
Yeah.
If it was black and white, you wouldn't even be able to be back here right now.
Okay.
Because that
I appreciate you letting me back here.
completely unbiased, but I also know my job. My job is to protect people.
Yeah.
And if it is a genuine, imminent danger situation, if you showed up, you would not be allowed back here to see my patient.
I wish you wouldn't make it personal like that, dude.
It's not personal.
You just made it personal when you said
Well,
my patient. That's what.
Like you told me in there, you're welcome to your opinion. I have nothing against you. I feel like I've made that very clear.
Yeah, but she's
Just
your
because I said
patient.
you, it's a semantic on words. It's nothing against you.
There's a term called Q-tip. Are you familiar with it?
The only thing I know about a Q-tip is it's used to clean your ears.
Quit taking it personal. Never personal. Me, my behavior towards you, you're taking care of foster children. And if you're doing that with love that I hope you're doing it with, then you're a good man in my book. You're a part of the solution. But you're in a machine that grinds everything down into black and white. And I don't think that machine is respecting the constitutional rights that she's afforded as an adult. That's my belief. And I'm saying this to somebody that I'm fully, your testimony shines in front of you. When you tell me you do this stuff for foster kids, you got an autistic kid, I'm fully aware that you've made peace with Jesus Christ. I've made peace with him years ago. I didn't take this vaccine that they promoted. I stay away from the government and stay away from all that stuff because it sees so many things the way that it wants to see things. And that's just, I hope nobody thinks that I'm the bad guy. That's my biggest thing. I don't want people to think that I'm the bad guy because I'm really, I love that woman. I didn't get my whole life to spend with her, but I want to now. So I'm going to go break the bad news to her that y'all going to keep her, and she's in, but am I still allowed to see the doctor?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, you're perfectly fine being back here right now.
I gotta get my son home. He's going a little ballistic. He's not used to this.
That's fine. And do what's right by him. Because that, like you said on the phone, that's your number one priority.
I've only got two,
I understand
my son and my mama,
But
and
you
they're
made
both
it clear
right.
that son's number one, and I commend you for it.
well.
That's the way it should be.
It's. I might have misspoken when I said he's my number one priority. It's whatever needs to be taken care of. The squeaky gear gets the oil. Right now, my mom is the squeaky gear that needs the oil. My son, he's on the back burner, but he's still on the stove.
Yeah, I get
Thank
it.
you for not taking that the wrong way. I know everything I say can be taken the wrong way, but I appreciate your patience and your discernment to know that you're talking to someone that's very about liberty, very about adults making their own decisions, very about the welfare of his mom, his son. That's what I'm concerned with. And I see what happens in nursing homes. There's too many videos on YouTube to see. I'll talk to the doctor. Maybe I can show the doctor a different side that he see that she had, and maybe he'll reconsider his diagnosis.
I'm sorry, you cannot record in the hospital. There's other patients in here, and there's private stuff going on.
Okay.
There's conversations that